Urban Art TV. You know it makes sense. An artist formerly known as the Urban Stealth Camper Van. Shirley, where's my tea?
Got myself a little banger at last. It literally is a banger. Sorry, I do apologise. Didn't mean to offend you. Don't fucking break down. It was cheap as chips, considering everything is super inflated at the moment. It's old, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. It's got a year's MOT. The engine seems fine. Tyres are alright. Stops and that. Only thing that don't work is the heater and the bloody radio. But you know, that I can live with. Saves getting on a bus. But it just gives me a bit of breathing space until I get a camper van, or preferably an old motorhome, because I don't think I've got the energy to build one from scratch anymore. But you know, we have to cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, the only thing what's really annoying me, and I can live with it, it's just me whinging really. It's got a bit of a funky smell in here. It reminds me, oh Jesus, how long ago? Oh, in the 80s when I was a wee lamb. I had hamster, and it reminds me of a hamster's cage. It's got that straw sort of hay sort of smell about it. Who knows why? It's a bit like a hamster's cage combined with an old plimsoll. It's got that sort of damp, sort of musky smell. But yeah, but I can live with that. Maybe if I cleaned it, but don't know. Yeah, it's a bit of a Technicolor dream coat on the outside, like I said, but yeah, but it works for now, and it'll do the job. Right, anyway, I'm outside B&Q's. I've got been using an airbrush. It's not a good, brilliant airbrush, not an expensive one. You definitely can't do any fine details on my paintings, but I use it for like backgrounds. And it's a good way of laying down a bit of colour, like quickly. But the only thing is, oh my god, it's been affecting my eye. Like whatever's in that paint, it's been affecting my eyes, like me around my nose and my lips and all that. Knows what it's doing to me, feet and lungs as it is. So I'm going to try and get a full face mask from B&Q's. Don't even know if they sell them, but you know, I've got a looking eye. But yeah, I mean, it reminds me of years and years ago, like another random bloody story. It reminds me of, I used to do some labouring for a brickie. I don't even know if they still use this, but you know, whatever, it used to be 3-in-1 or whatever, and used to do the sand and the cement, and it used to be a shovel of lime, and it used to put the lime in the mixer. You know, you get a plume of lime, and it comes back, and it's like that with that airbrush. It's burns your eyes, and you feel it on your lips and that. So it can't be good. I've got that COPD as it is, and I don't want to make it even worse. So yeah, that's where I am. I'm in B&Q's, and I'll bring you back in a minute. See if I can get some days. That weren't too painful. I've got my mask. I'm do a bit of house clearing in the freaking shops. A bit dusty, but that's, I presume, that's the mask. See, I think it's definitely got the goggles. That's the bit I was more concerned about. I was concerned about both bits, but yeah, I wanted to have goggles because it was definitely that paint was right irritating my eyes. And yeah, so I've got that, and then they've got a sale on, so I bought myself a little stripping knife, and bought myself a paintbrush as well. £1. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Yeah, so that's me done. It's me done and dusted. I've got this camera and it just freaking follows you around. It gets on my, I think you can turn it off, but I don't know how to do it. But yeah, that's me done. Right, onwards and upwards. I'll see you in a bit. Back in the garage, kettle is on. I will be making myself a nice hot cup of tea in a second. I've unboxed my face mask. So it was the goggles and the filter I wanted all in one, and I don't know why I haven't bought this, because it wasn't terribly expensive. Don't know why I didn't buy one ages ago, because it's not so much, this is the paint. Let me show you if I've got some paint close. Right, that's the paint. and it doesn't really smell. I mean, it's water based, but where I was adding airbrush thinner to it, then spraying it, that's where the trouble was. And Jesus, I couldn't breathe. The other day, I just could not breathe. I was really chesty, so that's not a very good thing to do. Yeah, not very good. Like, this is it's got no windows in there as it is, so not a great idea. So hopefully, touch wood, it should help. But I don't do a lot of airbrushing. Like I said, I'll give you an example. This one, I think this is one of the first pictures I've done with an airbrush, but it's only a little bit of airbrushing in it. Right, this picture is called Monty's Daydream, and all of this, the black, the cat, the background is all like paint. Excuse me, but the only bit what's airbrushed is these circles here, because I wanted it to look like, is it bokeh? When it's out of focus and you get the out of focus circles. Is it bokeh? B-O-K-E-M, I think. I never know how to pronounce that, but that's the effect I was trying to get. I don't know if I pulled it off. From a distance, it looks alright. I think it's not a bad picture. It's not a bad picture, but give me some credit. Right, cut me some slack. It was my first picture like that I've done, so yeah, mistakes can be forgiven. Well, in my book anyway. And that's about it really. I'm going to bid you good day. Oh, one more thing. The channel has changed its name, obviously, as you may have noticed or may not have noticed. It was a little bit difficult to keep it the Urban Stealth Campervan Man when the Urban Stealth Campervan Man didn't have his van anymore. So, New Year, I decided Urban Art TV. Why not? And but when I eventually get the van, it's because I do enjoy the van life. The van life will always be a part of me. I mean, I didn't realise exactly how much I relied on that van until it's gone. You never know until it's gone, do you? But my idea eventually will be going off in the van and just painting by canals and going to nice places. So I'm trying to incorporate the two in theory, and then go from there. But the art, I mean, I've watched a few art channels before and they've been pretty boring, really. Well, not boring, but they're so specific. You know, it's like, you know, it's just you're stuck in that little box. But I'm going to try and have my spin on it. I want to have a laugh with it, and whatever my channel is going to be about, it's never going to be taken too seriously. So yeah, just bear with me, because if you want to, I mean, but I can see your point as well, because if I signed up for a fishing channel and then the very next week they started doing crochet work and knitting, I think I would unsubscribe, because when you're in a niche and like a van life and you go off that subject, it's pretty much channel suicide. But I can, I can understand. So I'm not too disappointed if you leave, but it'd be nice if you stuck around. But I will understand. So happy days, and you're forgiven. Hey, right, and that's about it. Right, I'll catch you later. Hello. Just while I'm here quickly, obviously I've had a haircut, as you can see. It was a little bit scarecrow, Wurzel gummage going on, so long overdue haircuts. But I thought I'd treat myself to a Turkish, like a traditional Turkish barber's experience, like with the beard being trimmed, the whole caboodle, but what they don't tell you is the hot towels and the massage, what goes with it, and it's something else. That is, do you know what? I've just been to box standard hairdressers. It's in and out, straight out the door, pay your money, and then walk away and thinking, why don't I get them to change that? They went beyond the call of duty, but it didn't tell me they were going to beat me up in the process. It was. I felt like they'd just given me a bit of GBH. It was not so bad with the haircut, and they don't really tell you to move your head. They just point your forehead. Right, that takes a bit of getting used to.
I wasn't going to argue with the bloke. The geezer was like giant haystacks of the Turkish world. He was a big old chap. But yeah, they don't really tell you to move your head. They just point you in a direction forcefully. And when it come to the beard, he said, "Do you want a beard trim? Sorry, do you want me to shave it?" And I went, "No, I don't want to shave the beard. I just want to trim it." No, we shave, right? And he was literally like that. And I went, "No, just give you a little bit of a trim." So finished the haircut, and then he's got the hot towels on my face, and oh my god! But it's not only the hot towels on your face; it's the massage through the hot towels. I don't know if it like he had the hot towels over my face and they're both taking the mickey out of me and sort of slapping me in the back of the head, but it was an experience, but it did make me laugh. But when I come out of there, I thought, oh Jesus, I felt like a new man. It was so nice, and it was like that old tonic, whatever. I don't know if it's after. Well, it can't be aftershave, but it's like an old. I've smelt that smell before. It's like an old tonic they slap on you, and you're like, oh my god, the old toes were like that. But yeah. If you get a chance to go to a traditional Turkish barber's, go. It's really good. Right, anyway, enough of the jibber jabber.